Joseph just got a new job. He's all excited and motivated to work, but after a week he's feeling so drained. His new boss is constantly watching all the work he does and doesn't give him any time to calm down. He's so stressed out. In addition, he lifts less weight in the gym than usual, which is making him anxious. After a month of no break and only work and stress, he can watch his muscles disappear. Plus, he's getting no rest at all. He can barely sleep. And there's one simple reason. Stress. And just before I'll tell you more about this, if you don't want to hear all this shit about stress and just want to know how to increase your physical and mental health, skip to this time here. Stress is something a lot of people deal with on a daily basis. And when you let it get to you, it's a hole that sucks you in like the belly button of that one obese friend. Bro, what am I? Once you're in, it's hard to get out, and it can mess up your whole life. To keep it short, I'll summarize the consequences. It can affect your physical and mental health and lead to depression, burnout, and various other mental health conditions, as well as sleep disturbances, emotional effects like irritability, nervousness, mood swings, and a concentration span like a 3-year-old. Relationship problems, cognitive impairments, including memory problems, difficulties focusing, impaired decision making, and so on. And behavioral changes, especially procrastination and drug abuse. The US Opinion Research Institute Gallup shows in a large-scale survey the stress level worldwide is at a record high of 44%. Let that sink in for a minute. Almost half of the world population deal with some kind of consequences I just mentioned. So basically, everything you don't want in your life comes with stress. So keep it low and chill. You get what I mean? There's one thing I want to talk today in topic, in what the f***. And there's one thing I want to talk about today in detail, and that is the physical health consequences and what to do against stress in general. But before we dive in, I just want to say, see stress as something good. Okay, I mean, it may sound a bit dumb, but stress is something natural that comes with high responsibility. When leading a business, you can't expect there to be no stress. It is something that follows you on the path to success. So be friends with it. It is not the short-term stress that is giving you the balls to do something important you want to fear. It is chronic or prolonged exposure to stress that we are talking about. To take some of that fear, I'm going to tell you about a study by Elliot J. Crum or something, I don't know, and colleagues that examined the effects of different beliefs about stress. Participants were divided into two groups. One group believed stress is harmful, while the other group believed stress can have positive effects. The study found that the group with a positive mindset about stress exhibited a lower physiological stress response compared to the group with a negative mindset. This suggests that our beliefs and attitudes about stress can influence how we respond to it. But now, let's dive in. Yes, stress can have negative effects on muscle building. To be short, when the body is under stress, the hormone cortisol is getting released in higher amounts. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone that can promote muscle breakdown. It leads to an increased release of amino acids from the muscles, which are then used for energy production. This muscle breakdown can result in slow muscle growth or even muscle loss. Basically the nightmare for every fellow gym bro out there. Additionally, stress can also impair the body's ability to recover. Adequate recovery is crucial for muscle growth, as the muscles repair and grow during rest periods after training. Obviously, I think we all knew this. Also, stress can elevate the risk of injury. When the body is stressed, the muscles may become more tense, leading to you being as flexible as a rock. Furthermore, stress can also cause people to neglect their eating habits. Under stress, some individuals tend to develop unhealthy habits, which can also have a negative effect on muscle building. As we all know, cigarettes and alcohol and other drugs are #1 gain killers. And just because your dumbass didn't get enough rest, you're a junkie now? Apart from all these physical consequences of chronic stress, your mental health also plays a big role. You may experience a burnout, loss of motivation, depression, and so on. To keep it short, when you're really stressed out, you're feeling worse than my foot when I stepped on a Lego brick. So I mean, like, really bad. But gladly, like almost everything in this beautiful world, we can fix Joseph. Here's how. First off, you can try relaxation techniques. And this may sound incredibly weird to some of you, but meditation, stretching, yoga, or deep belly breathing is the shit. I've been meditating for quite a while now myself, and it's beautifully mind-freeing. And even if it's just a few minutes a day, it helps you so much. And stretching is something you should do anyways. Another technique is, and I think I heard Andrew Human say this in one of his podcasts, and when you breathe in all the way and then you push in a little extra air, so like, and then exhale slowly. And this reduces stress so much, and you can do this every time, everywhere you want. Every time you're stressed out, think of this and try it and see yourself. Also, you can try time management. When you know what exactly to do at what time of day, your mind becomes free of so many unimportant thoughts that just stress you out unnecessary. It's crazy. And this is also #1 productivity increase. And even if you don't like it, try this for a day or two and see yourself. Social support is also a big helper. I'm not that social of a guy myself, but sometimes just talking to someone you can actually trust and have a deep, meaningful conversation with is so incredibly good. If you don't have that somebody, you can search up a therapist or a support group, but most of the time you can just talk with your mom, your siblings, or a good friend that has also been through some tough shit. And last but not least, physical activity. And yes, even though we just said a bunch of things about that, regular physical activity releases endorphins that are natural stress fighters. Just don't overdo it.